Okay, so we'll start now. Last class, what are we discussing about? Application,
Application type,
types of applications,
operator,
Framework,
framework,
ERPCs.
implementation.
So last class, we were discussing about framework application and implementation application. That's what we were discussing about. So last class, we were discussing about business framework application for our business and implementation application. This is the structure. It is a best practice to follow, not mandatory. But 100 out of 100 projects in Pega will be following this structure for sure. Okay. So if you are creating or setting up your business as a Pega application, then you are going to create one business framework application for us. Our business is insurance, then we create an insurance framework application. If our business is, let's say, banking framework application, or if it is healthcare, like that. So some framework we create, and next setup will be, we will be creating one or more implementation applications on top of the framework, which depends on your business structure. How do you know how many implementations to create? As a developer, you don't know about this structure. Business will have a clear idea about what structure to be followed. Definitely they will give you diagrammatically all this to be followed. It will be easy for a developer to set up the applications at the initial stages. Okay, these tasks of creating application will be done by solution architects. Maybe they have experience of around 5 years, not 5, I'm sorry, 10 years, 8 years, 15 years in Pega. I'm talking about, not over. Pega itself, they will have around 8 years, 10 years like that experience. They will be dealing with initial setup of your application. Okay. So today, if you are learning Pega and if you are going to join as a Pega developer with 3 years, 4 years, you will not involve in these tasks at all. And these tasks also will be there only at the beginning of the project. Okay. Usually any project to begin, we need definitely a resource called solution architect along with business analyst and business. Obviously business will be there. So, solution architect, business analyst. Who is business analyst? Business analyst is an employee who will be working as a mediator between development team and actual business. So the actual business people will draft the requirements and give it to business analyst. Business analyst is going to redraft it. I mean, like in a better way to be understandable to the developers in detail and hand over it to developers. Developers communicate with business analyst. Business analyst will communicate with business. There will be no direct contact between developer and direct business. Most of the cases. Sometimes if required, call can be set up. In between, business analyst will be there. This is a real-time process. How it will be in real time? Well, you look at the employee structure. I mean, like the project team structure. This is one line where you have developer, business analyst, and business. So here you go. This framework application structure, and on top of it, implementation application you would be creating. We discussed about framework application. It contains the common functionalities of your business. Your entire business may have some common functionalities of different lines of business. That functionalities you can place in framework. Mira you go that place, corner. Okay. And this one, implementation application. Okay. So this implementation application, okay. She cannot see. So this implementation application that you create is going to be created in connection with framework. Okay, you set up framework. On top of the framework, connecting to the framework, you create one application implementation, or you can add one more implementation. You can add one more. You can add one more. Like this, n number of implementations can be created on framework. So these two are our setup. You are purchasing Pega PRPC software, right? When you purchase Pega PRPC software, Pega PRPC software contains so many predefined common functionalities that can be used in any business sector, in any business application. This common predefined platform functionalities are called as OOTB rules. OOTB rules. And all these OOTB functionalities will be available in one application called Pega platform. So Pega platform contains so many common functionalities which are needed for different business application. Any business application you want to develop, you purchase Pega. Some common functionalities will be there here, which are generically used in different business sectors. One functional component also I told you. What was that? Send email notification. What was it? Send email notification, right? So there are so many like that. Just one I shown you because that you can easily recognize and remember, and you can understand that. And that will be there in Pega platform framework application. So from the point of view where Pega platform contains so many functionalities within the platform, we were calling Pega platform as one framework application. So we are being provided with one predefined framework by Pega, that is Pega platform. If we are going to create one, again another framework specifically for our business framework can be created on top of Pega platform. So our business framework to be connected to Pega platform. So our business framework application, while we are creating, we would be creating that on top of Pega platform. And when creating implementation, that implementation will be created on top of our business framework. Understand? So this is Pega platform framework. This is our enterprise business framework. And this is what? Implementation. What are these things? This is Pega platform framework. And this is going to be, yeah, our enterprise business framework. And what will be this one? Implementation application.
Of our business.
So from this diagram, you can say one thing. If I ask you how many frameworks can be there in a business, is it only one or more than one? More than one. N number can be there. How come here you are seeing how many? Here itself you are seeing two. On top of this framework, I may create one more framework. How many frameworks can be there for your project, which depends on your structure of your business. We cannot decide this project can have two, this project can have three or one. Typically, if you join any project, minimum one framework will be there on top of Pega platform. Two also can be there. Worst case, three can be there. More than three, you don't see generally. Okay. Worst case will be 3 and 2 sometimes. Okay. And this is the structure we are going to achieve when we create our application. Now, practically, when we are going to do it, the result structure will be this one. Okay. So at the time of creating your framework application, you create on top of which one? Pega platform. At the time of creating implementation application, you create it on top of which one?
Our business
Our business framework that we already created. So what are the different parameters that you need to know about when you are going to create your application? Okay. So here you go. Let's start now. What is today? June 05, 2023.
Sir, can we create implementation framework directly on the Pega platform framework?
You can create implementation that you cannot call it as framework. Implementation directly on top of Pega platform. That is possible. I already told you the best practice is to have framework. I told you advantages in the last class. It's not mandatory. Okay. So if you are creating any application should have these parameters. Name. Okay. First one is you should provide a name to the application. Name of application. Okay. ID will be generated. ID will be generated. Okay. I will show you that one also. Okay. Next one.
Identity.
Organization name. What is the next one? Just I will brief out. I'll tell you later about this. What is meant by organization? Organization is the topmost business entity in any business. Suppose if you take Tata Industries is a topmost business entity. I mean, like Tata Group, Tata Industries, topmost business entity. Under this, there can be some divisions. Tata IT software, okay, Tata Motors, Tata Power, Tata maybe electronics, okay, like this there can be divisions. Under each division there can be units. Under each division there can be units. I will tell you about organization structure later, but when you set up your application, it is a practice that, not practice, it is mandatory that your application should be should belong to some organization. So you need to provide organization name. Clear everyone? Online students, everyone clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just that is high level information. I will tell you later. Okay, application name you provided organization name. Division and unit names will be automatically generated. You don't want automatic names, you want give your own. You can give, but I will cover that later. Okay, we will take automatic names only. And apart from these operator ID, what is this? For the application that you are creating, it should have a specific login ID that you provide. Initially, while you set up, you provide one ID. It will it gets created, and password will get generated. Password gets generated. Oh, just 1 minute, hold on. Why I am not able to see the screen? I think you're asking about the screen. Please check from your end. Please reconnect. If possible, clear cache and connect. There is no issue for other people here. Issue might be from only your end. Okay. Please check. Operator ID and password will get generated. So you will be providing name of the application, organization name, operator ID. After your application is created, suppose providing all this, you created your application. What will get created? Application will get created, organization will get created, operator ID will get created, password will be generated. All these will get created, whatever that you are expecting to create as. So this wizard not only creates application, but also creates one login ID for that, generating password. Not only these three, there will be so many things gets created. Around 15 to 20 will get created, but you cannot remember all that. No need to mention all that now. One by one we will be getting as we go on further. Okay. See, this is what we are going to do practically now by using PRPC's wizard. Okay, just hold on. I told you about how to log into Pega using default credentials and all, right? It is opening in Edge because Edge is a default browser in my PC, but I always prefer to go with Firefox. Okay. because
Hello.
some HTML
Hello,
is
Harsha.
okay. Yes, please.
Yeah. So before moving forward, I have a small doubt that you said like OOTB is also like one of the application, right? Because it
Framework
contains,
provided by
yeah.
Pega. Yes.
So already it is predefined in Pega, but still it is the name given as out of the box. So is it any specific reason for this?
After today's class only, I will be asking this question. Okay. Without checking your seniors. Okay. Seniors means the students who have already learned Pega here. Maybe you have to think by yourself, or you may have to check with you within your connections. Maybe in your connections, you may have Pega working employees, right? Those who might be working on Pega since past 5 years or 10 years. Ask them and come back to me with the answer. Okay, that's the question I will be asking. Okay, so I'll come to that. Just let me log into Pega. So what are we going to do now? Today we are going to do two tasks. Task one is okay. So new application can be created by using new application wizard. What is that? New application wizard can be used to create this. Okay, so we are going to do two tasks. One is creating framework application. Second task is creating implementation application. When we create framework application, we create it on top of Pega platform. When we create implementation application, we create it on top of which one?
Business application.
The framework which is just now created. The framework which is just now created. One point here. For implementation and okay, for framework, FW stands for framework going forward. IMPL stands for implementation. For framework and implementation, we use same organization. We can have different, but it is a good practice to have same organization. 99% all your projects will have same organization being used for framework and implementation unless the project has Pega provided framework purchased and installed. Okay, Pega has so many frameworks created for different businesses. I'll give you some idea about that later, not now. Okay, so that's practice we are going to follow. So all of you should have a notebook in your hand. I will tell you the process. You will be writing in your notes, you will be writing the heading of what subject, like the topic we were discussing, we are going to work on, and the requirement on the topic. That's it. So at the end of the classes, if you go to your notebook, topic name, requirement, topic name, requirement, topic name, requirement, like this, all topics, all requirements will be there at one place. Apart from this, running notes, important points, if you feel you want to write, you can write. Otherwise, it is not required because I will give the theory documents. The class notes is just for reference. This is not the one which you need to refer back. When you refer this, you will understand, okay, today we have covered only this application part and okay, but actual notes will be there in the theory documents. I don't need to open that document to show you because I'll explain everything in detail. Okay, after you listen to the class, if you open that theory document which we will share you, you'll be able to understand it for sure if you had full focus during the session. Okay, so write down everyone, take your notebooks. Even online students also, only you need to write the requirement and topic name and requirement. Okay, that can be written in a notebook or in a Word document. Better I recommend you to write in a notebook. Why? Because sometimes if you format your system, you will be losing that Word documents and all. Otherwise, if you write in a Google document which is in cloud, then that will be better. Even anything happens to the system, document will be still there. Okay, write down everyone. Working with application wizard. Working with application wizard. I will be creating one Word document from my end. Why I am asking you to write the requirements? I do not write any requirements regularly. Only today, tomorrow I may be writing 1 or 2 days. Going forward, I will not write the requirement in the document. Okay, that will be there in your notes only. Working with application wizard. That's what we are going to do. Okay, using this wizard, we'll be creating application. Okay, how to create a framework application, on top of Pega platform. On top of what? Pega platform framework. That is another framework, right? Okay. I will save this document. What is your batch number? 607. Okay, I will go to 7. 607. See, every one of you joined that Google Classroom.
Yes.
June 05.
Google
7
Classroom
a.m.
that I hello,
Yes,
can
please.
you hear me? Yes, sir. Actually, the first day the Google class I joined, that class you are talking about, or there will be
Yes, I am
separate?
talking about only that class. We did not create a separate Google Classroom for this batch as of today because still many people are about to enroll, right? So online many have already enrolled. Only offline I think people are yet to do. No problem. And we will be sharing, we will be requesting you details and will be providing you access to Drive separately. All that will happen by this Wednesday. Okay,
Okay, sure.
so
Thank you.
wanted to do everything at a time. Okay, all student email IDs will collect and we'll do create email or common email box, one email common email account. Okay, group email account, and then we will create Drive and give access to Drive at a time. Okay, all this will happen on a single go. That's why we don't do it at the very beginning itself. Okay, till then you access through shared media only. Okay, shared drive on, I mean like the open place only. Okay, that is a common Google Classroom for everyone and also YouTube for some time. Okay, so how to create framework application on top of Pega platform? We are going to create working on insurance application. That is a framework. So write down everyone requirement first point, only one point in the requirement. Write down requirement. Create a framework application. Create a framework application to process insurance policies. To process insurance policies. That is very generic. Insurance is generic. That health insurance, auto insurance, these are specific. Create a framework application to process insurance policies. That's it. Okay. So creating a framework application to process insurance policies. You don't need to write anything further. Okay. So I already told you that. So if you are creating application, these are the points to remember. Okay, just for your information, I pasted here as well. Okay, so now design. Log into Pega. How do you log in? So far you don't know anything, right? On Pega, you don't even have credentials. Using what? default credentials. Default credentials. See, you might be finding me. I'm speaking little bit uh, slower than day 1 and day 2, day 3, right? My voice volume may be little bit lower than the previous days. That's because I'm suffering from throat throat infection. Okay, that's why maybe it is going slow. Okay, and maybe I think it is audible, right? Everyone clear, right?
Yes.
Bit
Yes.
of
Yes,
pain
sir.
is there, so I don't want
Yes,
to
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
suffering. Okay, and log into Pega using default credentials. Okay, so what are the default credentials? You might be knowing about this by this time. Administrator @pega.com. Password is, see, in the install is small letter, all are small letters. See, this username upper and lower case not a big deal. Okay, username can be anything, but password is all lowercase, that you should know. So after you log into Pega by using these credentials, you will get in here. Okay, I will give a screenshot of login.
One doubt I
I'm
have,
not
Harsha sir, over here.
environment. I will explain you each component when we come across. Yes, please. You're asking something.
Yes, in the organization, what if they give us this admin account and we forget this password, we misplace this credentials? Is there a way to retrieve the admin account
For this
password?
administrator @pega.com you are asking about, or your own created password?
No, no, the administrator.
Why do you forget install? You remember? Otherwise, call me. I'll tell you.
No, no. Actually, I work in an organization, and
I will tell you
I got this
about.
scenario.
Yeah, if you forget the password of your created operator ID, you can change it. This is defaultly provided by Pega, right? You cannot update, you cannot delete. Okay, that must be there. That's the only operator ID for you. Okay, there's no other way you will forget or you delete or something. You can disable only through backend. Okay, that you will be done by tech leads. After your first application is created, this operator ID will be disabled. Otherwise, you will log in, right? This is not required all the time. Only for creating application it is needed. After that, it will be disabled by your tech leads through the backend process. Okay, you don't need it actually, but here in home version you need it. Okay, new application. I will today, along with this, I will send you one more document, how to change the password of an operator ID if you forget your operator ID password. I don't need to teach you how. If you follow that document, you will do it. Okay, because you have a little bit of idea on Pega environment now, you will do it. Okay, this is a new application wizard. So log into Pega, click on application menu, then choose new application. Choose new application. Okay, you choose it. Okay, you will be here on in the screen. Look at here. I have to scroll up. This is how you'll be getting actually. See, like what I am seeing here, you will not be getting all this. You will be getting only build from scratch. You will not get all these options because mine is having so many frameworks. These are all already created frameworks. Build from scratch. Okay. So build from scratch means create on top of Pega platform. That is the meaning. So clicking on this, your application will get created. Clicking on this, your application will get created on top of Pega platform framework application. Make sense? Everyone clear? In the same sense, clicking on this, your application will be created on top of via insurance group framework. The displayed options here are framework applications. Implementations won't be displayed here. Okay, I will go through the first one, build from scratch. Okay, click on that, right? See, Theme Cosmos, traditional Theme Cosmos React. I did not tell you what is Theme Cosmos. You don't need to know. This is some additional user interface rules they created as a separate application provided from 8.7. Sorry, 8.4. This is available from 8.7 only. This has huge issues. Don't use it. Okay, in UI, so many issues are there. They might have fixed in later version 8.8 and all. So here you go. Okay, here you go with traditional architecture. Click on traditional architecture. See, if you are working in real time today, you might be working on UI kit. That is another one. UI kit advancement is this one. For this one, advancement is this one, right side one. For that, there may be advancement. What advancements they have done, you will come to know only when you are done previous version. Today you are working on this version. Little bit of UI changes you will find. Okay, but that is not something so important to focus at this moment of time. Okay, so I just clicked on that option, right? First one, it is asking about name your application. I will write some name which is meaningful. Tell me some insurance client which is not well known. We created so many so far. That and all. General one here outside will be done. Already done it is actually. Tell me USA client something.
17.
Plymouth Insurance.
I don't have. Cigna I have done. LIC I have
More,
done. If it is
Morgan
already there with
Stanley.
my
17.
system, I can't do it again. Digit someone told it looks good. Unique for me as of now. Digit insurance. That's it. Digit insurance. What is that? Digit insurance I have provided. Okay. So Digit insurance is the one which I am trying to give the name of the application. You can proceed forward creating application, but there is a problem. So let's click on advanced configuration. Click on advanced configuration. Okay, I will show you what options will be there. Do not do it in a hurry. While you are practicing, you do it slowly, one by one, without even missing a single point. Okay, once you create application, deleting application means you have to delete so many rules in the background. For next 25 to 30 days, forget about how to delete anything. Don't ask me or don't ask anyone how to delete. You made a mistake, leave it and create another one similarly with a new name, completely different name. Understand? So here you go. When you click on advanced configuration, this pop-up has come. It says the application structure by default is implementation. The application structure or type, you call it as application type, is by default. What is that one? Implementation. But what we want? FW. Change the option. Change the option. Let's change it. I am highlighting and giving you. Okay, make sense? Clear, everyone? Suppose if I have clicked on create application without coming to this screen, what would have happened?
Implementation.
Implementation will be created.
Might have
Yeah.
Implementation will be created on
implementation application got created. So that's why creating your framework is optional. By default, Pega is giving us implementation only. That means you proceed to create only implementation. There is no problem, but it will be difficult for you to manage your business. So best practice is go with framework. See, application name I have given Digit Insurance. Application ID it has taken Digit INS. What is name? What is ID? Name is display purpose. ID is the actual name that system will always use to recognize. You have student name, you have student ID that will be provided to you. Which one is important for us in this system of academy? ID only.
ID.
Name is just for display purpose, right? System will always take any rule identify by identifier. By identifier we call in short ID. Okay, and here you go, random organization name got generated. Okay, for organization name, okay, a random name got generated for organization, but we want a meaningful name. What is that? Meaningful name. Let's remove it and provide a meaningful name. Provide means type. You need to remove it and type. Okay, there are so many already created organizations are coming in the drop down. See, in Pega PRPC environment, if you see a text box like this with a thick blue color dot at the right bottom corner, that means it is drop down. Place your cursor here and click the down arrow on your keyboard. On your keyboard, you have 4 arrows, right? Down arrow, if you click, the list will be populated. You can choose if it is already existing. Otherwise, you type, it will be created. Digit. I am giving 5 letters. For organization name, how many I have given? 5 letters I have entered, and I clicked on tab out. How many letters it has taken? It's a practice that Pega will always use 4 characters for organization name. Maximum allowed are 5, 6. I am also typing 7. It is not allowing. See, maximum 6 number of characters it is allowing for the organization, but by default it is taking how many? For all applications that you join will be 4. Organization name should not be too lengthy. Okay, that's why they are just restricting it. I entered this. This is display name. This is ID. This is ID. Anyhow, I am going to highlight this one and highlight this one as well while giving the screenshot. See, division name div, unit name unit. I am not changing actually. This will not be. This will be created in the structure. These are classes. I will tell you about all this later, not now. Okay. So let me click on save. Click on what? Save. It will go back to the same screen where I have come from at advanced configuration, same screen. Now create application. So create application. Everyone clear? So we ran the wizard.
Yes.
We have chosen build from scratch means Pega platform. Instead of build from scratch, you may see a little bit of change in the option name for other versions, but you will understand easily. Okay. So build from scratch, that means creating application on top of Pega platform, and we provided application name, and thereafter we have chosen what? Organization name, chosen it as framework application. So provided a unique name for the organization, and we are proceeding creating framework application now. This may take even 5 minutes sometimes while you are practicing. Okay, just wait till it gets complete. For me, it will take 1 minute like that maximum. For you, it may take even 5 minutes. For first to 15 days, your Pega platform will be slow. Even you have 16 GB RAM, it may be slow. But your Windows and all, everything should run as usual. Your system should not slow down. Pega platform may be slow for first 15 days. Once it starts creating cache, it will be automatically getting speed up. See, application created. Okay, what is created? How do you log into the created application? You need a login ID, right? For that, you need to provide. See, it is asking email address format. What is the format? So I am going to work as a developer, correct? So meaningfully, I am going to give, I am a developer dev. This developer ID I am creating. Developer ID I am trying to create for framework application. FW, email ID format @domain.com. My business domain is digit.com. This email ID need not to exist in the reality. Okay. So why I have entered, you can enter anything, ABCD, XYZ, that's up to you. Okay, but meaningful I'm giving devfw@digit.com. You must click on add. Click on what? Add. If you do not click on add and click on done, it will not create. Okay, click on add, then this ID will be created. Hold on. This red color error message, ignore, no problem. Okay, that's not a big deal. It says that this email ID and all not available, no problem. ID created, password generated, yes or no?
Yes.
Save this data in a notepad. Why I am writing separately? I know you people will be in hurry. Okay, to finish all this, okay, you will not save. But is it possible to remember this password? That's why I'm
No.
asking you to save. So I'm writing clearly, do not log off. You understand this?
Hmm.
We
Yes,
are
sir.
done. We are done here. We are done creating FW application. I will log in later. Okay. Do not log off. Okay. Just click on done. Okay. I'm going to click on done. Means at present you are in which login ID?
Administrator.
Administrator. Pega.com.
Administrator@pega.com. We are still with be here and do create implementation application. Write down everyone. How to create next second one. How to create everyone have to write how to create implementation application on top of our own framework.
Okay.
How to create implementation application on top of our own framework. Okay. Write down. Create a vehicle insurance implementation application. Create a vehicle insurance implementation application on top of above framework application.
Yes.
This is what we are going to do. Okay, so now design. We can do this by application wizard. So now I don't need to write like log into administrator, click on Pega platform, new application. This navigation I don't have to write because I have already given you once. One time you have done, next time you need to follow the same. So that what am I going to do now? I'm going to give you the direct screenshot. Okay, so this is application menu from which I've just chosen creating new application option. Okay, wizard I've chosen. Now this is what as usual you are getting, but here this time I am not going to click on build from scratch because I don't want to create on top of Pega plan. I want to create on top of Digit
Digit
Insurance
insurance.
framework. The options
Insurance, yeah.
displayed here are frameworks. Implementations won't be displayed here. Okay, if it is implementation type, it won't come in this list. Okay, so here what am I going to choose? Digit Insurance. So click on Digit Insurance. Today is my first class. Whom to contact of missing classes. Okay, let me tell you this. You can see my screen, right? If
Yeah.
today is your first class for every one of you, okay, you need to message right away WhatsApp on this number. Save this number in your phone, 9652532753. Mention your name, whatever your name. Today, first class Pega. Just same sentence you write. Mention your name here on this number. Right away you do it. They will come to know that they have to send you all the details. Okay, clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
The person.
Yeah.
Thank you. And this is not only for the person who has asked, this is for everyone. Not everyone means today first class people, not to everyone. Don't send everyone, don't send. Okay, click on Digit Insurance. I'm going to click on Digit Insurance. See, in this time you will get 3 new screens which you have not seen before in this wizard. It is asking for a confirmation. Do you want to proceed with Digit Insurance or you want to go back and choose something else? I want to proceed what? So click on
Build with.
digit insurance, means you are giving confirmation. You're giving confirmation that I want to proceed to create this application on top of digit insurance. And once I click on this, it is asking, it is saying you don't have any case types created to clone at the framework to implementation. First of all, you don't know what is a case type at this time, correct? So we don't need to bother about this now. We will manually create all this for sure. Okay, what you need to do at this moment of time, just to click on continue. You don't need to bother about what is case type. Next screen also similar, data types. You don't know what is the data type so far. We will be learning and working on all of these as we start looking into the practicals. Again, here also continue. Okay, I am continuing. Now it is asking, name your application. Name your application. What is the name of your application? Digit auto insurance. If I again give digit insurance, it will not accept while creating. What is the reason it will not accept? With that name,
Already.
this is implementation. Digit auto insurance. Previously, what did we create? Digit insurance. Digit insurance is a generic name. Auto insurance is specific. Click on advanced configuration. మీరు ఆఫీస్ వర్క్ ఏమైనా కనెక్ట్ అయ్యారా ఇక్కడ? మర్చిపోయారా? Advanced configuration. Okay, I'm going to click on advanced configuration. Okay, once I click on advanced configuration, as usual, the same screen. By default, what is the application structure? I'm highlighting and giving screenshot. You need to make an observation while practicing. Okay, simply don't leave it because it is coming as default. Application ID, digit auto. Application ID previously digit INS. Now this is digit auto. Digit INS is the application ID of framework. Digit auto is application ID of implementation. Random organization name. Remove random organization and choose already created one. What is created? Existing organization digit. Already there or not?
Yes.
Last time application at that time. How do you choose? Click the down arrow on your keyboard. You will see somewhere, you should see that bottom, very bottom. I'm finding it. Clear, everyone? So
Yes.
you don't need to type it again. Please remember, anything in Pega you are newly creating, you will enter. Already there, choose it from the drop down. Remaining options I am not changing. You can change now or later. I'm not changing. Leave it. So click on save. I mean, like division and all, you can change if you want to change. Save. You are back to this screen. Do what? Create application. See, today you are learning just navigations. Yesterday you have learned the reason behind this structural creation. Why we need to create a structure like this. All this you already learned. What you have learned, the advantages and all, you are practically implementing it. Understand? The same way all your sessions will be proceeded. So here you go now. If you are selecting that option, you can provide your own division names of that will be created as classes. We'll come to know. Okay, see here now. Login ID I have previously created, right? That is for framework. This is for implementation. Two different application, two different logins. It is possible to have the same login also for implementation, but I am not doing that now. I will give a separate one. Developer operator ID for implementation application @digit.com. Yes, clear, everyone? Do what? Add. Make sure you click on add. See, if you forget, I cannot make you sit and teach you how to create operator ID from the scratch. That will be difficult. Okay, that will waste my time now, but you will be learning later. Okay, for now we need this automatic generation of ID. That's why I'm sincerely requesting all of you, slowly you do it, and all of these, copy this ID and password into notepad. You must do it. That's why I'm just typing this. I'm also saving some. If you forget, you will have to follow that document which I'm going to share you along with this. You are done with this, right? Done.
Yes.
Whatever we want to achieve, implementation application created. So now log off from here. You know how to log off? I think I don't need to give that screenshot, right? At the left, after installation done, it is available there. So now where do we log in? Now log into, first let's log into FW. In any of these two you can log in. I remember the login ID devfw@digit.com, digit.com. But is it possible that I can remember that password?
No.
This is the reason why I have requested you to copy this. See, while copying also, please make sure you don't copy any spaces and all. Okay, copy this and paste here. Okay, login. It will prompt you, ask you to change the password. To change the password. Okay, so again it is asking what is the current password. Maybe at the time of creating application, why should I copy paste somewhere else? And if you take that ID and copy it to your clipboard here, and then if you try to log in, again you will forget this password. Again, current password, the old one you cannot remember. So better you always take it into your notepad somewhere. Okay, password rules. What is the new password I am giving? I am giving the new password of rules. You can give anything of your wish which you can remember. Okay. Generally, all of you follow to give rules. What is there in that? Daily dose of daily motivating is not possible. You will burst out. Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to fill the air into the tire or tube only when it is been low. Okay, not every day. Dev Studio. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to tell you that. Click on App Studio menu and choose Dev Studio. But I can sincerely tell you one thing. At the time of practicing, if you are practicing in a hurry, you have some other work, you want to finish it today at any cost and you want to go to other work, better you leave it and look after the other work. See, to learn any subject, I already told you, you need a cool and calm mindset before you sit to do anything, not only Pega or something. This is Pega is nothing actually. Okay, any task when you are doing, you need to relax for 5 minutes. After a peaceful relaxation of 5 minutes only, you should start your work, maybe your office work or anything. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, where did I come to? Dev Studio. Okay, click on App Explorer. On what? App Explorer on the left. Password, whatever the case you give, that's okay. Click on App Explorer. App Explorer. Okay. See, I will not be telling you anything now. After you click on App Explorer, what will happen and all. What's happening? Why it is not loading? Yeah, App Explorer, once you click on, here you can see how many applications got loaded. Two applications. Click on that to see. There is nothing to do. What are those two? By login to FW, we have access to 2 apps. What are those? You can see there. I don't need to write again. Similarly, log into IMPL because I want to finish this today itself. Okay, I am going to log into IMPL. Okay, and here you go. IMPL ID devimpl@digit.com. Password I don't remember, so definitely I'll have to take it from Notepad. Again, it is asking to change password for this application. I will be changing. I'm sorry. Where is it? Here also I'm giving password rules. What are you going to do? I don't need to type it. So I will tell you about this. Dev stands for development. Dev Studio is for development. App Studio is also for development. But App Studio is Express. What is App Studio?
Express.
Express.
Yes.
Express development.
Harsha,
Express
can you
development.
hear me?
Now I can hear you. Someone who was asking, can you
Yeah.
hear me? I can hear you.
While changing the password, I'm getting error. You don't have access to the application with alias Pega rules. What does it mean?
By login.
You don't have access to the application with alias.
What time?
It says
At the time
Pega
of
rules.
login. At the
Yeah,
time
at the
of
time of
login.
changing the password.
You might have made some mistake. Leave it there. Create one more different application with a new name. But 200% it is not recommended to practice parallel. Okay, you will be learning zero when you do that. Anyone?
So
Okay,
you will be providing this document after the class?
we will be providing. That's why I'm taking screenshots, right?
Thank you so much.
Okay, see, if you listen to the class, definitely you'll be able to do it following the document after some time. You don't need, if you have to do it parallelly, I will have taken more time, right? And now how many applications login by login to implementation application? Other mic is continuously open. See, there is no mic open. I have muted all. There should not be any disturbance, making disturbance. Sometimes there can be network noise even from your connection also. Okay, I have muted. Sometimes there can be network noise. By login to implementation app, we have access to how many applications? 3 apps. What are those? One, so current application implementation and our framework and Pega platform framework. For today it is done. I will explain you the technical aspects and the connections where the applications are connected to each other. All that will be explained tomorrow. Today's session is practical. Anyone can do following this document. It's not a big deal. Tomorrow's session is most important. Okay, clear everyone? Tomorrow we are going to look at understanding the design of what we have done. What is the design structure for this practical that has been done? We are going to understand to see tomorrow. We may need 2 login user. Why can't we use only one for both? You can use one operator ID for 10 applications. Remember one thing. You can't learn everything on the same day. Okay, we need to go step by step. Okay, I will cut down everything up to certain limit while learning. The same continuation may come after 10 days. Okay, we will see all that. Slowly we will be learning. Don't worry about it. And this theory document already shared on Friday, I think. Okay, yes or no? This practical document will be shared. Along with this practical document, you will also be getting how to change the password of an operator. Suppose if you forget, follow the document. If you forget, you will get it, but don't do it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes time, hurry following the documents, copy paste work. First go through the document 3 to 4 times or 2 to 3 times. Clearly understand what are you going to do, what do you want to achieve, what will be the outcome that you are expecting. Once if you are clear about what are you going to do, then start your hands-on. That time refer the document without missing even a single step. And I strictly request all of you, okay, do not create your application with the same name as Digit. You create with ICICI HDFC. Create two like that. HDFC framework implementation, ICICI framework implementation. You will be somewhat perfect, right? Then start create. At the time of creating Digit, you should not make any mistake. The reason why I am telling any issue, now I am not here to tell you the solutions for your mistakes. At the very initial stage, you cannot even understand, even if I am saying. So don't put extra work for us. Be perfect, fail with testing, and then be successful in the main practical. Okay. Okay. Third application will be Digit. At the time of practicing also, start practicing in your practice application. You are perfect, come to original application and do it without looking into document, if possible. Understand? So time is 8 o'clock. Not going to take any questions from you now. We will talk about anything, any questions. Tomorrow, 6:45 a.m. I will open the meeting. Every day I'm opening the same time. So I will be available from 6:45 itself from tomorrow onwards to talk to you for any doubts and all. Okay. Wind up for today. Thank you very much for joining.